Hey, this is Nick, and I am playing the Muat today.
Hey, I'm Patrick, playing the Yin Brotherhood.
What up? It's your boy. And today, never past Nathan, is playing the Volwraith Cabal.
I am playing the Mentakk, and everyone hates it.
Rand's playing the Pirates, and those are not cool.
You know me, I'm playing the Xxcha. I need that win as the Xxcha. Wait, am I playing as the Xxcha? Yeah, I'm playing as the Xxcha.
We have this cool merch now. Check it out, link in the description.
I've got the Muat on one side, and I've got the fighty dinosaurs on the other side. So I'm looking, hopefully, to not fight.
I've been getting more into the aggressive factions, quote unquote.
Good thing is the ships blow up for the Yin.
I'm super excited to use that hero.
Usually that's a good deterrence.
Patrick and I are cool.
The first two objectives are money-based.
Rand's the Mentakk, and everything's a trade good game right now.
I got trade goods, which was nice. Felt weird because Nathan had the first pick, so usually he would get trade goods to score points, but maybe he's not trying to win this game.
I'm gonna stock up on red, get the assault cannon, and just punch this win home. I'm gonna give it the old uppercut, call Father Santa Claus, and punch his beard off today.
It feels like we're in for a very messy 14-point game.
Game plan today is Outlast.
Henry's already saying that he's gonna be Nathan's stooge.
I'm telling everyone that I'm Nathan Stooge today.
I think it's really just building up this round and trying to put pressure on people next round.
Look, here's the problem. I always try to win the game, but I actually need to try and win the game at the last second. So that's what's gonna happen today.
I think that I'll have to pressure Henry because once he gets planets, I don't think I'll ever be able to get him back from the Xxcha. So.
So I goofed. I think if you look at my board presence and my ship presence compared to everybody else.
Not the most optimal first round for me, but it's a long game. All good.
All right, things are not going to plan. I scored that round.
Patrick and Henry scored.
Only Patrick and I scored, which is cool.
So I basically won this game. I got the money, scored the points.
I always worry about Patrick, 'cause Patrick's so nice, but he's gotten really good. And he wins a decent amount.
Nick and I have been super cool. Nathan and I have been pretty cool.
I'm so poor. I need the money.
I want to go for Mechatol. That's kind of what I'm thinking is what I want to do.
I'm gonna go for Custodians this round.
I think I'll make it happen. I think I'm going to make Mechatol happen this round no matter what. I really feel good about that.
Time to get that Custodian point, which is weird because Xxcha to me is not the most mobile Custodian point faction in the game.
I'm selling out for Mechatol. That's the plan.
Trying to stay away from Rand so she doesn't take my money.
I am starting a strong alliance with Nathan. I just really want us to have a good game and be good neighbors.
Everybody's got such a presence right now.
I'm gonna give him my promissory note first turn in exchange for his support for the throne. He won't get pillaged. Win-win.
Ooh, she's chomping at the bit. She missed out on a bunch of good trades that she could have stolen from last round.
I have not figured out how to be everyone's neighbor yet, and I am missing out on some prime pillaging. I gotta get on that.
Just trying to keep away from that.
Literally the only way for me to get a point this round is to not move any of my ships so I can get that 5 on the board.
The new thing is have a bunch of ships, so I guess I gotta build a bunch of ships.
And I think maybe I need to build up my defenses a little more because there's already You know the drill. Already there's murmurings of Patrick and Nick muttering about hosing me at the other end of the table.
Henry's always a worry, especially as Xxcha, that only becomes more powerful as the game goes along.
I would definitely want to build my flagship just so I have that threat on board.
I pick tech. I need it to upgrade my cruisers, and then I'm gonna upgrade the reds and get the assault cannon, and then just start smashing through people.
Pretty smooth sailing. Like I said, I'm in the lead.
And let's hope that works out.
Flank speed.
So I got my custodian point, as I hoped I would. Nick did take Mechatol from me last round. Mechatol. To get a secret.
I'm going to invade Mechatol with flank speed, because that's what me and Henry made a deal about. I got Mechatol, and that worked out.
That was a pretty good round. I got 3 points.
Managed to score a secret that round.
I didn't score because I was trying to slow things down a little bit.
I got another point from having 5 ships in one system, so I got 2 points that round. So I feel pretty good about not scoring the first round.
It's a 14-point game, it's long. I will get a chance to grab Speaker and take Imperial at some point in the game. Like, I don't need to be rushing.
Nathan and I went through with the deal we made. Swappity swap.
What's that on the table as well with the support?
Me and Rand have been pretty cool. I like it. I like it.
I'd say we are actually cool.
Now, I want off Mechatol. I don't want anything to do with Mechatol, especially this early in a 14-point game. I'm very weak over where I am by my home system.
Nick's home stuff is all basically empty because he moved everything to Mechatol.
Gonna build up there. Gonna move over into an adjacent supernova and bide my time a little bit.
It's still so early that I'm just gonna be quiet as a church mouse. I'm gonna be quiet. I said I was gonna be Nathan Stooge. Clearly, I'm not gonna be Nathan Stooge this game. I thought I could do it. I can't do it.
Henry's out there stirring the pot, trying to get everybody after me.
So we're talking about who needs to put pressure on who.
I think lots of other people are gonna fight, and hopefully I can stay out of it.
Nathan and I just made a deal.
Patrick, we've been making deals. It's good.
So I took a bunch of planets, including one that's kind of close to him. He doesn't have a lot of ways to go. His direction towards Rand is really sparse. So he's gonna take one of the planets that I currently have.
Because he just has an absurd amount. And he's not putting any pressure on the person with the War Sun.
And I'm gonna take the foot from Nick.
I will have to attack him to get my secret objective, win against the player with the most points.
For some reason, Nathan wanted me to leave a ship where he's taking the system, which is gonna give me an opportunity to use my faction stuff.
I want to do that while Patrick and Nick are tied, because I think that if I let it wait, Nick will be so far ahead and he'll have such a massive fleet that I won't win that fight.
It's gonna be a lot more of a fight than I think he's expecting.
At the start of a combat, I'm gonna reveal prototype.
Damn it, Patrick, you betrayed me.
I don't think so.
This is such a betrayal. You knew I wanted that plan.
I told you. I said don't do it. And then you said, okay, I'm gonna do it.
It is an action secret objective, which I wanted to sandbag it to the end, but I'm seeing the writing on the wall. If I can't make it happen now, I'll never make it happen. And I will win a combat against the player with the most victory points.
Oh, snaps. That's
Did
what
not see that coming.
Because-
I'm hoping to score another point this round and keep up good pace.
between that and the Rego point. Just keeping the points train rolling. Keeping it in first place. Just cruising. Just cruising all day here. scored another point, kept the train rolling. I think that's the focus. I gotta focus on the points. A lot of the time I don't focus on the points. I get distracted. Gotta focus on the points.
I did take 8 because I'm just trying to keep up with everyone, but not Icarus out and fly too close to the sun with too many points.
I'm worried about Henry. I'm worried about Henry the most out of everybody. As always. Except for Rand.
So things continue to go as planned. I scored that 1 point.
I know I've been talking about being Nathan's stooge. I don't know if I can do it. It's a tough world out there if you try to be Nathan's stooge. I think I'm my own stooge.
My name is Nathan Gray, and I used to have a life.
I'm in a good position, but Nathan keeps pushing on me, saying that I should be in first and telling people to watch out for me. So Nathan is really, I feel like, hatching something to push into me, so perhaps he could swoop in and take Mechatol and control the middle of the board.
Patrick and I have been talking about swapping supports.
Looking for a support swap, I think. It's about time, right? Like, we're getting there, we're getting into the meat of the game.
That would be interesting, because I would have 2 supports in a 5-player game.
I don't know, I don't want to wait too long. It's a 5-player game. I could miss out on a support swap if I don't do something.
I hate holding on to Mechatol, but I feel like I'm in a position now where I can finagle. I took 3 this round, so hopefully I can get 8 next round if I'm not publicly disgraced.
Didn't take the foot last round. I talked to Nick, he's still cool with it, so I can take that this round.
I think I have the fleet, and I think I have what I need to get into Mechatol and take it no matter what.
Everybody wants me to use my flagship against Nick, blow up his big scary ships, but I don't want to do that because we've been super cool. If anything, I'm more concerned about Nathan because I'm always concerned about Nathan, that guy. I'll tell you what, both eyes.
When you're a TI junkie, you've got nothing. No cash, no planets, no trade goods. You're stuck in whatever home system they decide to leave you in. Where am I? Next to a bunch of anomalies.
So just gonna keep the point train rolling. Don't know how Rand scored so many points over there with like no planets.
I've just had very few planets. I've been able to score without having a strong board presence, but I have been building up the resources to really get out there.
This round is about beefing and getting ready for Mechatol.
Everybody's building up, but it's just gonna at some point soon. So hope it doesn't do that in my direction.
All right, that was a pretty good agenda phase for me.
Minister of Peace came out, and I played a leadership writer on Nick.
I really don't know why he was so certain on me getting it. I guess because I was in last place.
I figured since Nick was in last, people would want to give him Minister of Peace. And if they decided to vote for someone else, I have a million extra votes, so I could just sway it towards me. In the end, I decided not to just steal it from him at the last second, because that would have been sleazy.
I guess Henry really wanted those tokens.
So I got 3 command tokens out of it.
These rounds are getting like, not a lot of fighting is happening, but people are tense. There's a lot of deals being made.
Doing my best to not score points out there, but it keeps happening. I'm tied with Patrick at 6 points.
There's a lot of promissory notes going around.
I didn't get anybody's support for the throne, so another game, just very much disadvantaged. Surprise, surprise.
So Nathan just told me that he's gonna come after me because I won't make deals with him, which is not a good way to get people to make deals with you. The truth of the matter is I just got a better deal with Nick. Like, he and I swap supports and alliances, and because of that, I'm gonna get Warsun technology.
I'm gonna get to own 2 techs of 2 colors, and then I think I upgrade to get the advanced dreads and return a dread back to Patrick, so I can just start punching and holding him hostage, because he's not putting any pressure on Nick. Nobody's really putting any pressure on Nick, and I think even though he's in second right now, I think he has the most potential to win.
He's saying he's gonna come after me, so we'll see if that happens. Just like
why?
It's hard to tell at this point in a 14-point game when we're all at like 4, 5, and 6. But Nick has Mechatol, has 8, has a War Sun on the Supernova next to it.
I ended up with 8, and I have Mechatol. Henry supposedly doesn't say he's going to attack me. We'll see.
It's hard to see how we're gonna manage that threat. And I think everyone else is just going to avoid doing anything. Classic TI.
I'm worried about Nathan coming from Mechatol. He seems to really, really, really want it.
I don't know. I don't understand why he's going after Rand. I don't understand why he's going after anybody, really. Like, he lost the fight on Mechatol, so why don't you just go back and take Mechatol?
I think I might get my Mechatol point and leave if I can, honestly. That might be the way to go.
He's complaining about Nick having Mechatol, but he's going to attack me. I don't understand what that's... So if anything, that's going to completely stop me from attacking Nick, because I'd be fighting on both fronts. That doesn't make any sense.
I would let this be a lesson. Don't just hand somebody the game and think you're gonna squeak up there. Being somebody's number 2 is not gonna make you number 1. There's no way to just ink out that win.
I think a goal for this round is definitely becoming neighbors with everyone, especially since I am now elected the Minister of Commerce. I burned 2 sabotages, trying to keep that.
Rand ended up burning 2 sabotages, which is nuts.
So I hope it is worth it, especially since I have mirror computing. I am cash money for days. It's good for these objectives. Hopefully I can get Imperial at some point to start stacking up points.
I can definitely get 1 point, one of the 1 first. No, I don't think anybody can get the 2 for maybe Nick, maybe Patrick, depending on the planets.
The goal of this round is to try and get that 2-pointer out of the way, so then I can just get that last 1-pointer really easily at some point. Maybe the next time I have 8, maybe next round I have to get politics.
He's getting points, but eventually he's gonna have to fight out more, I think, to get more points.
Gloves are coming.
Looking real good out there. Just having a real solid San Antonio Spurs style fundamental game.
So I'm doing a lot of fucked up stuff. I am crushing it out there. Not really. I'm behind in points, but I'm set up to get multiple points. 1 secret and 1 public for this turn. So fingers crossed. I could possibly get 3 points this turn, but I'm trying to sandbag one of my secret objectives because it's really good.
Everything went basically according to plan that round. People weren't really fighting over Mechatol.
Surprised by how little combat there's been. Really thought I'd be fighting a lot, but I guess that's the nice thing about being the yin. Nobody wants to fight you.
There's not a lot of control objectives, which I'm not very happy about being Muat.
It's been a really spindy game, so like not that much fighting.
I have a crazy amount of trade goods that are really carrying me through.
The problem is that the 2-pointer that just got flipped is to have like 5 structures outside of home. Patrick has 4 outside of home. Here's the crazy thing. Patrick has 4 structures outside of home, so he's gonna get the 2-pointer off of this, and he's already a point in the lead. And people are just kind of sitting back, sitting on their hands like, what is this? Come on, we need some police in here. We need some police to clean up the Patrick Patrol.
I think I'm just gonna turtle up. I'm gonna play Henry rules. Turtle up, and instead of using PDSs, I'll just use my fighters because I advanced my space dock. So
I have faith in my boy. I am Nathan Stooge. On paper, I've been Nathan Stooge this whole game. I'm his stooge. I hope he is my stooge this round and goes after Patrick and carves him up a little bit, because otherwise it's gonna be... But on the other hand, maybe what's best for my game is Patrick pulling ahead a little bit, everyone dogpiling on him while I'm just sitting back and chilling out.
After all that, Patrick used the repeal law to get rid of my Minister of Commerce. Commerce. I spent 2 sabotages on that. That was messed up. Patrick isn't getting another cent from me, I'll tell you that.
It's gonna be a bit of a dogfight out there. Henry's amassing a big fleet. Nathan's always had a big fleet. Patrick has a big fleet. Rand doesn't really have a big fleet, but like, I think we're about to teeter on the edge of absolute war.
I'm trying to steal a War Sun. If I can steal a War Sun, comment below if you want me to steal a War Sun.
Rand wants Mechatol, but nobody has tokens because nobody took leadership.
I just made a couple people salty out there because I didn't want to pick leadership.
I kind of wish I rolled for the Mechatol explosion, because then I could have gotten a free point, just cruised in there.
If I roll 6 to 10, we get 2 techs. If I roll 1 to 5, Mechatol destruction.
What is it?
That's a 9.
Oh, shit.
2 decks.
2 techs for everyone.
I almost lost all my Mechatol stuff.
We just got 2 techs from the Xxcha artifact agenda, which was nice.
But I have Imperial, and I'll score 2 hopefully, and then I don't know. It all depends on what the next 2-pointer is, I think, in terms of whether I can keep that pace up.
Good news, I'm still in first place, baby. Chugga 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 chugga.
Resolve invasions of the plants. Players cannot use Space Cannon against these units.
Just so you know, before you do that, to score this twofer, I will Stellar Converter Mutation.
That's cool.
So it's a scary situation. Patrick is in the lead. He's at 10 points, and he took Imperial, and there are 2-point objectives out that he can score.
I'm going to indoctrinate, spending 3 influence instead of just 2 to get Meg.
Patrick is going to win if we do nothing about it.
He also has 8, so he's looking to get another secret.
Patrick is up there. He's got 8. He can fulfill some public objectives.
We got another 2-point objective. It's gonna be super hard, if not near impossible to get. So that's like a back pocket option.
I mean, we gotta talk about what Patrick can do, but it's like, I think he has it.
Should get like 2 or 3 points this round, which is nice, and another secret, which could put me into the win territory.
He just has so many paths to victory right now.
While Rand was in here, they congratulated me on my win preemptively because they talked it over and nobody wanted to stop me. So silly.
So congratulations, Patrick. I'm pretty sure he's got this one wrapped up.
Nick is like, I have his support, I can't fight him, and Nathan is like, I'm not going after him.
Nathan is saying that he's not willing to go after Patrick.
Him and Nick have been teammates this whole time, and now Nick is trying to tell me to try to stop Patrick. Like I'm gonna waste my resources going after that so I can just throw the game to Nick. I don't think so.
I was speaker again, and I could have picked Imperial, but unfortunately, I just don't have multiple objectives lined up.
Yeah, I don't see a clear path. I know I'll at least get 1 point maybe for the structures, but if I lose my home system, it's pretty much over.
I have enough trade goods to make any deal I want, and I think I just have to use that wisely.
I think we have maybe one more round. I don't know if Patrick can win it this round, but I know he's definitely got it in the bag next round.
I took 3 because I'm gonna score a 2-pointer this round and then find a way to score another one next round. If it comes out as like tech or something, I could get it.
There's still time. I think the Mentakk can make a comeback.
Let's just get this over with.
Nathan, you better do the right thing.
Tried to make a deal with Nathan, but I said, oh, let me text you. I have an idea for a deal. He says, I don't have my phone. And I'm like, oh, grab your phone. It's cool. He says, you know, I'm going to go ahead and preemptively say no to that deal.
This was not a good game. Didn't get very many good deals.
You see what I'm working with here, folks? I'm trying to be a reasonable business turtle.
Good news is I'm at 13 points, which is nice. That's a good place to be.
I'm out of it. I'm just playing Winsley at this point.
Bad news is I don't know how I'm gonna get 1 point.
I can't tell. I cannot tell if I can sneak out a win right here.
It felt like Patrick had it in the bag. But now Rand is coming up on his tail, and I don't really think Henry has a shot, but he could if he really puts pressure on Rand, I think.
Henry got the win, most likely. He needs to score 2, and I think it's doable for him.
Patrick at 13, I'm at 12.
I'm gonna put pressure on Patrick for sure, because what else am I gonna do?
I think it hinges on me getting Mechatol and the 2-pointer.
Nathan is at 7 points. That's what happens when I'm Nathan's stooge.
Yeah, Henry was like, I'm gonna be your stooge. He didn't, he did things for me, but when it was very inconsequential.
Nathan's resigned, and that's fine.
It's basically Patrick's game to lose. He has faced no opposition. There was some shouting last round because Nick and Nathan both didn't want to go after him. And they like both did a half-hearted like, oh, I'm gonna roll 1 dice and see what happens. It was all theater.
I think that this has been a goofy game that I know I have no chance of winning, but I am having a lot of fun with the Muat, and will continue to rain destruction upon this galaxy for fun.
Muat hero on Nathan's beefy tile.
Yikes.
Alright, it's done. It's out.
Nick he's derping. He's definitely not gonna win. He came after me because I said I wasn't gonna attack Patrick because they had a partnership the entire game, and so he threw the game to Patrick pretty much.
Now remember, this was because you didn't go after Patrick. This is exactly why this happened.
Okay.
So remember this the next time this happens.
Well, you're not gonna win either, so
I know, I'm very happy about this.
I'm going to.
Nathan didn't want to play ball, and that's okay.
I thought he might have had a chance to win at one point, but I think he just let the exhaustion get to him.
Rand took Shard of the Throne from Nathan, and I'm going first. I can maybe take that and get a point.
It's gonna come down to combat and dice rolls and whether I can hold on to my legendary, my home planet.
Rand, after being cool forever, went after my home system.
Alright, let's do it. I'm coming through.
Yep. Sucks.
It rides on Nathan not taking back his home system, which that was really fun. Taking Nathan's home system was fun.
Support for the throne?
Here you go.
I was already so far behind. I was just a punching bag at that point. I was just an easy person to get points off of.
I did it for the point. We were amicable all game otherwise.
The thing is, I have Betray a Friend. I need someone to take either their home system back if I take it, which would be Rand, or someone to take my home system. It makes more sense to try and bait Nick into taking my home system and then sending everything I got right to Rand's home system. That, I think, is basically the only option.
I can't score my secret.
I can't get a twofer.
I'm basically hoping that 8 will be popped and I can take a good new secret and then score that.
This would be a very flashy win if I manage to get it.
I don't know.
Let's finish this up. Let's call it a day.
So, I just got public disgrace on what's probably the last round while I'm losing. Why, Rand?
Revenge from game 1, baby.
Revenge from the first game we've ever played in our lives together.
Is Fester ice cold.
That is good. And I was gonna pick politics, which was also probably a stupid move.
Saved you.
Thank you, friend. You publicly disgraced me for good. Henry is going for the win here. This is for the marbles. A win of Rand's home system.
Lose 1 hit from Space Cannon.
Give Henry Shard of the Throne.
But still can't kill a non-fighter ship.
Alright, I am with this ready.
Alright, let's fight.
Here are my dreadnought, my fighters. Nothing there. My dreadnought. Hit.
2 hits.
One hit.
One hit.
Nothing.
2 hits. 2 hits.
It's over.
Oh my god.
Shard for the throne. We have a winner.
Shard. what if it's your boy, King Henry of the Xxcha Kingdom?
He was the least on my radar, like, most of the game.
Wow, that was super cool.
We finally brought it home after putting my poor Xxcha Kingdom through so much over the many games we've played on TI Junkies.
I'm so happy you got your Xxcha win.
That was honestly a very fun 14-point game where we went right up to the end.
After getting my poor Xxcha Kingdom to 12 points in other 14-point games and not being able to seal the deal.
There was a lot of big swinging in that last round. A lot of home system and near home system attacks.
A lot of fights there at the end. Everybody was just really stretching for it. And Henry managed to pull it off.
What I talked about in my last confessional of losing a home system planet, taking Shard from Rand, it all worked out.
Action phase win, Henry. How do you feel?
Perfect.
This was a good win for Henry. I'm always excited to see an action phase win. It was, it's always fun.
Took Rand's planet, got the Shard of the Throne, win right there. So close.
It looked like Patrick had it in the bag.
What was the secret?
Have 5 dreadnoughts on the game board.
Oh my god.
I would have had that. Really thought Rand was gonna win it. She took Imperial, so I thought she was gonna score during the game.
Alright, I'm coming for Mechatol.
Henry with the apple. How you feel about this?
Alright.
Okay, how's the apple?
Rand has no chance.
Wait, did I die immediately? Did I do any space combat?
We all tried our best shot at the end.
Wow.
That was my last shot.
Alright, you're dead.
It's gone.
You dead.
Everybody had a chance to get some points on the board and try and set themselves up to win. Henry fought this game very, very well. Made a lot of good strategic decisions without burning any bridges. Patrick was starting to burn bridges. Rand was on the other side of the board from me. I really don't know what she was up to most of the game. We really didn't interact a terrible amount, which I'm happy with when it comes to the Mentakk.
I was glad people were playing to win, except for Nick. He wasn't really playing to win.
Nathan burnt bridges.
At one point, I thought he might have been like early game, but then towards the end, I think he let fatigue get a hold of him, and he decided to just start swinging, but they weren't meaningful swings.
Good game to everyone. Even Nathan, even though I know he's in here being a little salty, a little salt boy.
It would have been more beneficial, my strategy of having the assault cannon and having a big fleet. If any of the objectives were like control, multiple planets.
He got hosed this game, 7 points. Ooh. I'd hate to end the game with 7 points. My heart goes out to the poor chap.
Congrats, Henry. That was epic.
Good game, Henry.
Congrats, Henry. You deserve it.
Congrats on Henry. He did it. He did it.
All TI players know that you really want to win, and then you win, and it feels nice for a few seconds, and then you're like, I want to win again. My flagship and my PDS. It's a good day for the Xxcha Kingdom. We're celebrating.
Thanks for watching TI Junkies. Make sure to check out our merch and check out the next episode.